49 players will be vying for just 32 spots to get on that squad going to a World Cup.
Coming to a Black Ferns camp for the first time, the competition's harder, trainings are harder.
We're going to ask and demand a lot from you.
Jorja Miller, we've seen it on the 7 series.
Personally, the biggest shift from 7s to 15s is the physicality of it. Man, it's a tough game.
I want to be in the next World Cup. I want to be in that team.
New Zealand are the champions.
Obviously, I want to win. It will be the first World Cup for all of us.
Jamie Joseph.
My dad went to a Rugby World Cup, so I'd love to go too.
Joseph.
Jorja Miller, Vahakolo.
The squads get selected and some of the girls go home.
The Pac 4 squad for 2025.
I could end up experiencing that before the World Cup. Please don't jinx it. We've got 3 months until the Rugby World Cup.
So now to announce the team that will play Canada this weekend.
Losing to them last year was really tough. It's the first time the Black Ferns have ever lost to Canada.
In case you may have forgotten, here is what happened the last time that these teams met.
One of the most famous victories in Canadian sport.
For the Ferns that were there in 2024, revenge is definitely on their minds.
Of course, every team, you know, can put us under pressure, but this is the team that is probably most likely to do it for the full 80 minutes.
Starting with number 1, Chris Veliko.
The team naming's difficult because people are stoked that they're playing.
7, Kennedy Tukuafu.
That's what you're there for. You want to wear the black jersey. I just want to get out there and play, but I guess you talk about the mana of the jersey and you can't just walk in and be there for 2 days and then get named in the team.
9, Maia Joseph.
But other people are disappointed that they miss out.
11, Aisha Letia Inga.
I didn't get named to play Canada. Obviously, I was gutted because I want to play. But the last game I played, I didn't think I earned my place in the next game.
Vahakolo drops it in contact.
But I'm going to train really hard this week to put my best foot forward to hopefully get named for the next game. Yeah.
New Zealand full of confidence now. Vahakolo weaves through one, puts it on the left toe, bounces up for Caitlin Vahakolo. One of the best individual tries you'll see. Caitlin Vahakolo, oh yeah.
I literally shanked that kick. It like came off the side of my foot and it just happened to bounce. I couldn't believe it. And I had been trying to do it in our trainings so much I could not pull it off in the trainings. But I did in the game, and that's why I was like, oh my gosh. My goal last year was to be a genuine kicking option by this year. And as a lefty, I just feel like it's a lot harder. Is he a hugger? Like what? Do I shake his hand? Hey, bestie!
Hey, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Oh, you too.
Oh, thank you so much for making time
Oh,
for
no,
this.
sweet as. All
I just
good.
thought I'd give you some tips on how to kick, you know?
Yeah, please do.
I
That's
just
why I
thought I'd
bought
give
my
you some
boots.
coaching.
Yeah.
I said to my coach, if we're winning by 100 points, will he let me kick a conversion? But he said no, so...
You said no.
Yeah. I wanted to meet with Dan Carter because he didn't just want to be an All Black, he wanted to be a great one. And I want to be a great Black Fern. And I think he's been to the top of the top.
The All Blacks, still the kings of World Rugby.
When I look at him, I want to absorb whatever I can to learn from someone who's actually experienced that themselves.
The 3 important kicks for someone in your position.
Okay.
Long, little chip and chase, and the grubber.
Can we do it?
Yeah.
Yay!
Are you guys coming out with us? Yeah, sweet.
Dan Carter is really humble and very down to earth.
Woohoo, lefties!
And he's a left footer.
This is my happy place. I don't think anyone's ever asked me like how to kick.
I'm a left kicker, but I do everything with the ball on my right.
The kick is controlled by your left hand, because basically that's the movement that you need and that control for when you drop the ball onto your foot. Yeah.
How long do you hold
As
hold
long
it
as
there?
possible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So sometimes when you're warming up, grab a ball. You know the Aussie rules players, they run around like this.
Yeah.
But that's basically what you're doing. So it's a really simple skill. It's just getting that relationship with your left hand. Once you've done that, then...
I want to be able to not just pass and run and tackle, but I want to be able to kick.
Honestly, it's just so boring. It's just getting...
I don't mind boring if it's going to make me good.
Exactly.
I think it's crucial if you want to be mean as.
I don't know a left winger that doesn't work on kicking with their left foot. It is just, that's where the space is. It's going to be really important. There's going to be a try you score or set up in the World Cup because of your left foot.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Maybe try and kick one like this, where you're just taking that. That's hard. It's gonna. Yes. Hey, you didn't even need your right hand. That was good.
Maybe I always kick like that. You see me in the game like this?
No, please don't. Please don't. I kind of look at the position that you're in, potentially embarking on your first ever World Cup, and I go back to my first season playing professionally. 2003 was a Rugby World Cup year, and I got selected to be in the World Cup squad.
Super 12 form has very much thrust Daniel Carter into the limelight.
To be honest, I was really sort of young and naive, and I just kind of went along with the flow.
Into the gap goes Carter!
I wish that I gave more of myself to the team, because I kind of took this position of, you know, if I'm on the bench, it's okay, or I'm just happy to be here. And then we got knocked out in the semi-final against Australia.
A magnificent match, and the Australians go through to next week's final.
And I saw my teammates like in tears, and I'm like, oh man.
Did you feel that way?
No, like I was just young, and I was like, that's when it like really hit me. I was like, man, these World Cups are different.
Carter on target.
For the next 4 years, I put everything into being part of that 2007 Rugby World Cup team. And like we were the #1 team in the world for 3 years leading into that World Cup. Basically, we just had to turn up and the World Cup was ours. We came up against a French team in the quarter-final.
France have breached New Zealand's defence.
They put in a heroic performance.
They pass inside.
And we lost.
New Zealand were absolutely staggered.
We became the worst performing All Black side in history of Rugby World Cups.
Damn.
But what we learned from that was the reason that we were able to be so successful, a #1 team in the world for the majority of the next 10, 15 years. We started to realise the importance of dealing with pressure. Pressure, it's not a burden, it's actually a privilege to have in your life. The most successful people in the world live with pressure every day. So the fact that we're under pressure, man, we're one of the lucky ones. Like, that's when I think of the position that the Black Ferns are in. It's really exciting. So you want to embrace it, you want to walk towards it, and you want to have the right tools to deal with it. And you've got incredible people in your group, whether it's players or management that have been in those situations before. So use them and talk about it and, give everything for that moment. Yeah.
I feel really privileged. That was so cool, and I learned so much from him. Trust me, if I'm at the World Cup team, I'm going to be the main kicker. Like, don't even worry. You're going to see me kicking the conversions. That's what I want to say.
I talk about connection and relationships, and the deep round connections when we do get under pressure is going to be what really matters.
I know I have so much to learn in 15s, but I wish I could be out there playing against Canada. I want to play finals footy.
Jorja Miller, supreme young talent.
I'm competing at the top of the game, the top of my game, against the best players, and I say I want to change the game. You can only do that when you're playing against the top teams, against the toughest opponents, so that's my test.
I think growing up in a rugby family, we're always watching the All Blacks, always playing rugby, whether it's in the backyard or for clubs. I think that dream started pretty early, always wanting to be an All Black. And then I realised that that's not really how it works, and then saw the Black Ferns, and then that dream came alive.
Jorja Miller, and I'm not going to pull her in.
Probably through high school, it became more of a reality.
I started playing sevens when I moved to Christchurch Girls. I played in the team that won Condors that year.
Hi, Jorja. Nice to see you. I've heard so much about you.
Hopefully good things. It was really special to go back to Christchurch Girls. I guess a lot of my success comes from there.
Well, I'm Michael, and today I have the honour of introducing Jorja Miller.
I always played against boys from 4 until 13 and then transitioned into high school rugby with the girls. I found it difficult going from really competitive to, you know, a mix of skill level, and I guess that taught me how can I help lead and teach other people and accelerate them while also pushing myself at the same time. To go there, watch my highlights from when I was playing.
Miller takes it, backs herself, she's got 4!
It actually bring a tear to my eye. It was emotional.
Final whistle has gone. Great celebration for Christchurch Girls High. What a wonderful performance.
It gives me huge honour. Her number 2 jersey from when we won Condors is now all yours.
To be gifted the jersey that I wore when we won Condors was a pretty full circle moment for me. Yeah, I credit a lot to that and to the coaches there.
Don't want to give away too much too early in this pack ball. It's pretty easy these days to understand the opposition's game plan, their key moves. So we've got to be really smart around what we hold back leading into that World Cup.
It's been billed as the redemption match for the Black Ferns.
Today we get a chance to make a statement. We're not the same team that we were this time last year. We've got similar personnel, but we look around at our physical state, our mental state, and the way that we're playing our footy.
At the stadium a year ago, Canada beat New Zealand for the first time ever.
Watching the Canada game, man, it makes me so hungry to want to be ready and want to play in those big games, because that's what the second best team in the world at the moment.
I was on the edge of my seat that whole Canada game. I was so excited, I was so nervous.
New Zealand very much pressing early here.
There's nobody.
Joseph looks for the next runner, Dement. They go through the hands, Woodman, Wycliffe, Duplessis, Sorensen, McGee. There's a hole for Delete, committed to stretch. And Canada bust through the heart of New Zealand's defence. Joseph, they look to spread. Dement, Valetti, Eger on the edge. Great distribution. Well worked from the Canadians.
Another change for the Black Ferns. Maia Joseph, she's done her job for the evening, takes a seat on the bench.
Last year I had the idea that I had to be perfect every game. But I think for me now, I know that I shouldn't put that pressure on myself.
Time ticking now with a minute to play.
This is where the pressure cooker moments kick in. Who's going to stand up? Who's going to stay calm?
New Zealand will have one crack at this. Canada, a wall. New Zealand trying to bust it down. Haw higher. Now the edge. Brunt in the corner. And now from wide, a kick to try and win it. The New Zealand co-captain, Ruahei Dement, to win it. It'll swing away. 27-27. It's a stalemate in Christchurch.
You'll show some good heart down here. But, yeah, take it.
I just think the Black Ferns are trying to play a style and they just haven't quite settled on it at this stage.
Yeah.
That's what I took out of that game. Because they've got all the individual brilliance you could possibly require, but rugby's a team game.
Last year, we wouldn't have played that way. We would have lost that game. Even though it was a draw, it wasn't a loss.
happy to be at Kakariki Hospital in Auckland today to be able to watch a surgery and meet someone who went through a pretty similar situation of choosing between medicine and rugby.
I was studying medicine at University of Otago. I was 3 years through my degree when I got my Black Ferns contract.
Kia ora, I'm here to see Dr. Jeremy Stanley.
It was actually pretty tough. It meant I had to put my studies on hold, and it's been on hold for the last year and a half. And I've got 3 years to go. Lots of my friends have 1 year to go, and it's still something I really miss.
Have you been in theatre before? No?
Just when I was getting the surgeon, like
Oh,
getting
you've had surgery?
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
yeah.
so you have had surgery.
Yeah, I've done my ACL and my MCL.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow, so
Yeah.
mine too.
Oh, right.
Yeah, 20 years ago.
Oh,
30
yeah.
years ago now. Jeez, I'm old.
Now pops up. Duggan is able to control it to Stanley. It's Stanley, the first try of the evening.
The surgery we're doing today is an ACL. This is probably the most important part of the operation is getting these tunnels in the right position.
Being in surgery was pretty amazing because that's what I would have been doing for the last year and a half.
So that's drilled a tunnel in my femur now.
You know, my flatmates at home go to uni every day and come home and talk about stories of what they saw in surgery and what they did, and I just missed it quite a bit. I guess I get a bit, not upset because I love what I'm doing, but maybe excited for the future.
Yeah, I was lucky because rugby turned professional halfway through my degree. So I went from being an amateur to suddenly being a professional, but we kind of still trained like amateurs. We only trained a couple of times a week. And so I was still able to go to lectures and do placements.
I've loved just playing rugby this last year and this year. It's been pretty cool, and like the difference from doing both to just doing rugby and like
so much
time.
time,
Yeah.
eh? I take a strip out of the iliotibial band.
Oh yeah.
The good thing about medicine is it's always there as a career, whereas rugby's sort of a short time. And so, you know, I will personally try and play rugby while you can, and then medicine's there when you finish, you know? I'm just going to add in a little cut on the side, which is something new sort of in the last year, because I think it decreases re-rupture rate. For my professional athletes or high-risk athletes, I'm adding it in now. I was down in Dunedin playing for the Highlanders, actually.
Cool.
Like I was trying to make the World Cup and then did my ACL and never went to World Cup. Yeah. It took me a year and I did it again in my first game back.
That was my biggest fear.
And I had another year off.
I think the worst thing that could happen was I could get injured. That's, I guess, quite a realistic worry as well. I think rugby, you know, we're training, we're doing contact every day. I'd rather not get selected than get injured. It's kind of out of your control. With some wood I need to touch. Honestly, I have thought about that a few times, I think. I have thought about it a few times just because, you know, that's uncontrollable. That's definitely the worst thing that could happen leading up to the World Cup. Yeah. Got dinner for us? So home now is in Christchurch, and I'm really lucky to flat with some of my best friends. They're all med students. Spring rolls you asked for. I moved up with them from Dunedin because I was originally moving to Christchurch to start placement. Sarah, Jorja and Charlotte's just recently moved in.
Do you know when your next away is? Like when you're leaving again?
I'm leaving you next Saturday, actually. The week before I was supposed to start placement last year, I told them that I was going to take a gap year. I've got this Black Ferns contract and I'm going to be doing that. So that definitely changed things up a bit because I was away so much and it ended up being just those two.
So I moved in like February this year, and I think I've like lived with Maia for maybe 2 weeks in total. But she seems really cool.
I'm away a lot. I really like living with them because they do med as well, so I feel like I kind of stay in the loop a bit and get to hear about what they do during their days.
How are you feeling about World Cup selection?
It's obviously like there, like in the back of my mind, but it's like not very productive just thinking about getting selected as opposed to like just doing your training that day, you know?
Do you ever feel any security in your spot, or are you kind of like, it's always like someone's going to take it?
I don't think I feel secure at all. Like, obviously, like, having, like, started a few games, like, it's obviously nice and, like, it's been really good for me to get game time, but, like, I feel like everyone in our team and, like, all the halfbacks are good enough to start to play, so I feel like every training, because of that, you, like, compete and, like, give everything that you can because you, like, you don't know if you'll play next week. It's scary. That's quite scary. I keep my stethoscope from med school with my Black Ferns jersey. I don't know, I like putting it like that because it's kind of like the two things that I love, and I think it looks really cool.
We drew with Canada, but the way the girls are training, you would have thought that we lost. Not only a point to prove, but there's points to prove within the squad.
Number 7, Jorja Miller.
Why are you so good? Credit to my Highland dancing.
No!
People were calling me the TikTok rugby girl, and I was like, this is something.
We have to be at our best to beat Black Ferns on Saturday, and I think we can.
And Tafono dive over, and the United States open the scoring at North Harbour Stadium.
That's not good enough. They shouldn't have scored that.